Well, good afternoon, folks, here on RTC TV4. If you were tuned in, you just saw Pioneer take it 3-0 over South Central to get to the championship game, and they'll be playing against the winner of this game, Bethany Christian Bruins against the Morgan Township Lady Cherokees. And Steve, I'll tell you what, man, these girls back here are about as tall as me and you, and we're both pushing 6 foot here, and they've got a couple girls that can really hammer the ball for Morgan Township.
Pushing 6 foot, John. Talk for yourself. I'm 6'2", and yeah, I'm looking over here. Some of them I'm looking at eye to eye here as they're warming up behind us, and
yeah,
this is going to be an interesting matchup. You know, you talk about Pioneer handling things in match number 1. You got a Morgan Township team that comes in with a 31-2 record, going up against a 8-11, Bethany Christian team. So this ought to be an interesting matchup here. We'll see what happens in match number 2. The winner will take on the Pioneer Panthers here at 8 o'clock tonight here at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Ought to be a good evening matchup with whoever gets out of here. The Panthers looking for their 5th in a row, you said?
5th
regional. 5th regional in a row, and still trying to get that elusive trip down to, well, actually it's Ball State, isn't it?
Worthen Arena, I think it is.
Yeah, Worthen Arena over at Ball State for the state championship. So Coach Nyes has the girls where they need to be right now at this point. All you can do is win one match at a time, and they're doing that. Let's talk a little bit, John, about our football coverage from last night as we're getting ready to go here. You were over at Pioneer last night with the Panthers taking care of business against the 0-9 South Newton team. Started off early and often down there, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Pioneer came out, and 2 plays they were on the board. A big run by Jack Kaiser starting things off, and then Danny Gregorich, the senior fullback, was able to take it the rest of the way. The second play of the game, made a couple cuts and took it to the house. And then it didn't get much better for South Newton. The quarterback threw 3 picks on some screen passes, but luckily Pioneer wasn't able to pull it in. And I mean, Jack Kaiser, I was surprised. Adam Berry came out throwing the ball a lot against South Newton, and I was talking to you earlier about that. It was almost, I mean, it's sad to say, but it was like a glorified practice when you have a team like South Newton. It's really rebuilding, trying to get the program back where they used to be in the late 2000 or the early 2000s. They were a tough out in sectional, and they even made it down to semi-state their one year. But yeah, they're working hard, but Pioneer just well overmatched them last night with the talent that Pioneer has. And the prediction was 143-0 by John Harrell, but didn't quite get there, 86-0.
Yeah. Well, we knew that Coach Berry wouldn't do that. It's hard. You put your JV players in at an early point in the game, and they want to go too. So
that's the thing. The JV, Quentin Heine, who has really impressed me on the JV squad. The JV squad went undefeated this year too.
Right.
They beat a 5A McCutcheon team at McCutcheon. That's saying something when you've got a little Pioneer JV team going over there to McCutcheon and taking care of business there at McCutcheon. But our running back, Quentin Heine, came in there, got 1 carry last night for 41 yards and just looked amazing on the run. I mean, he held the ball tight, broke through a couple tackles, and just was off to the races. So some good things coming for Pioneer. I mean, I'm sure everybody wants to hear that if you're not a Pioneer fan,
So they're going to be on the road for the next round. They'll be down at Carroll in Flora. Rochester won last night against Taylor, so they're going to be home next week against a very, very talented Eastbrook team. Winnemac will be at home against Triton. And Tippy Valley is going to have a home game against a very good McConaughey team. So we're going to have some more exciting football action coming your way next Friday as well. here at the beautiful John R. Nelson Gymnasium here at Culver Community High School. We're getting set for game number 2 between Morgan Township and Bethany Christian. So, John, let's get some starting lineups and let's get going.
Yeah, we're going to get the lineups here, the starters and non-starters for Bethany Christian and Morgan Township.
Coaches and officials have no place in high school athletics. Any spectator not displaying appropriate conduct will be asked to leave the game. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. Thank you. Now for the lineups. For the away team on the scoreboard, Morgan Township first.
So Morgan Township first.
Number 4, Gracie Abbott.
Gracie Abbott.
Number 7, Morgan Overschmidt.
Morgan Overschmidt.
Number 8,
Sydney Good.
Number 11, Gracie Good.
Gracie Good.
Number 12, Carly Lemons.
Carly Lemons.
14,
Sydney Moore.
Now for your starters.
And the starters for
Number 20, Morgan Barrett.
Morgan Township, Morgan Barrett.
Number
Rostovsky.
5, Aaron Hudkins.
Aaron
Number
Hudkins.
6, Madison Ricky.
Madigan
Number 9,
Ricky.
Ashley Bowman.
Ashley
Number 10,
Bowman.
Hannah Cunningham.
Hannah Cunningham.
Number 13, Sierra B.
Sierra B. Coached by Amy Bolin. Again, they come in here 31-2 on the season. They are ranked in the state, the only ranked team in
Now
this
for the home
regional.
team on the scoreboard, the Bethany Christian.
So Bethany Christian Bruins being
First,
announced.
non-starters. Number 2, Emma Bontrager.
Emma Bontrager.
Number 4, Maya Reinhardt.
Maya Reinhardt.
Number 7, Grace Reinheimer.
Grace Reinheimer.
Now for your starters. Number 1, Sadie Brenham.
Sadie Brenham. Brenman.
Number 3, Tremi Gang.
Tremi Gwen.
Number 5, Maddie Chuck.
Maddie
Number
Chuck.
6, Eva Sargent.
Eva Sargent.
Number 8, Jaden Kaufman.
Jaden Kaufman.
Number 11, Maya Nolan. Number 12, Anna Kaufman.
Mariah Miller and Anna Kaufman.
Bethany Christian is coached by Lois Mast.
And Lois Mass, the coach. They come in here at 8-11. They were able to knock off Lakewood Park Christian 3-1 last week, and Morgan Township was able to beat Washington Township 3-0 up there. So we're about to get things underway. Morgan Township, Bethany Christian, and all you have to do is look there on your screen, folks, and see there's a little bit of a size advantage for Morgan Township.
Well, it's the same thing I talked about in the first game there with a lot of these girls. I recognize these names from, playing basketball, and you can see, Morgan Township has some really good size. Sahara B, it stands at 6 foot tall, number 13 there. A very, very talented basketball player, and I'm kind of excited to see. I've not seen her play volleyball, so we'll see. And the thing is, she's not even the tallest one out there.
No, you got Rostovsky over there.
They list her at 6 foot, but she looks like she's a little bit taller.
Yeah, she's pushing 6'1", if not 6. I mean, she's tall.
Yeah, so this ought to be an interesting matchup here, and Morgan Township's going to get the opportunity here first from the service line, and we'll see what happens. The winner of this one will advance to the championship game tonight at 8 versus Pioneer.
And right off the bat, that's going to be a point for Morgan Township. And that was number 8, serving Sydney Good, a sophomore outside hitter back at the service line. Just set. And the kill attempt doesn't get over for Anna Kaufman. So 2-0 Morgan Township. That's going to be out. Another point for the Cherokees. So quickly up 3-0.
Bolin is sending some rockets over. Now she changes it up a little bit.
Gwynn gets it. And that was a back set to Brenneman. She couldn't keep it in bounds. 4-0 Morgan Township. Popped over by Bethany Christian. Yikes.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh, what a kill.
That was Rostovsky on the kill. And I was waiting to see what that was going to look like. And
About what you imagined, wasn't it?
Man. And I don't even know if she hit it as hard as you can. There you go. There you go. Bethany Christian getting one in.
So the Bruins able to break the serve. Let's see what they can do here. Number 8, Kaufman, 5'6" junior back to start the serve for Bethany.
Set across. And that time it's going to be out of bounds as Anna Kaufman couldn't keep it in. Good block by Bethany Christian, but they're going to say they were in the net.
Well, if you look across the way here at John R. Nelson Gymnasium, a lot of blue in the stands right there. Bethany Christian really coming out and supporting their girls.
Good attempt there to tip it. Morgan Township stays right with it. Set by Kaufman. Back set. Oh, a good dig there.
Oh.
Kaufman gets it over the net. Bethany Christian staying right with it right now.
Oh,
There
it's
you
tipped.
go, and it's tipped. A point for Bethany Christian.
Sadie Brenneman had a dig right there in that volley that kept that thing alive off of a kill shot from Morgan.
So Anna Kaufman on the serve. And that's going to drop for an ace. Good job.
The Bruins showing they're here to fight. They're not going to give up. Battling back from a 7-1 deficit. Big serve.
It's a set. Oh, nice block. Nearly dropped in. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what, Bethany Christian doing a good job of staying right with the ball here. That's going to be deep and out, and a point for the Bruins.
Mariah Miller on that one had a nice job. That set way tight to the net right there, able to punch that across for Bethany and kept that thing alive. And Bruins battling tough here, trailing 7-4.
Kaufman on the serve. Short set. And mistimed by Rostovsky over there for Morgan Township, and it's 7-5. Kaufman's been back there at that serve line for a while. Good dig. There's a set across for Sahara B. Short set. Tipped over. Was it touch?
Nope.
Nope. Point for Morgan Township. Sadie Brenneman, she comes off that back line and goes to the middle. I mean, she's got a little bit of force when she tries to throw down a kill for Bethany Christian. Gets good downspin on the ball.
She hit that from halfway back and still got a nice hard shot.
And that's going to be trouble. A point for Morgan Township. And Hannah Cunningham, excuse me, number 20, Morgan Barrett, the libero, back serving.
Oh,
There you go.
nice adjustment there by Sargent. That was a bad pass off of that set, or the serve, and she just went ahead and punched it on over.
Opportunistic.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah. Brenneman, she's got some power.
She does. That was impressive right there.
She gets up off the ground.
They got her listed at 5'8", but she plays about 6'1" right there.
Left-handed short serve. Good dig there by Kaufman. Brenneman again should just tap it over. And they're going to say Morgan Township in the net and a point for Bethany Christian. I've noticed Morgan Township, Steve, that if you get them off of where they need to be, they're not great passers right now. It doesn't look like it anyways. As you see right there.
Oh.
They're
going to say number
Maddie
5.
Chupp was in the net. She reached over there and just tipped it. So number 5 will be back. Erin Hudkins back to serve for the Cherokees.
I think she just got a little too aggressive with that. She could have just tipped that over.
That's going to be out. Server's error, point for Bethany Christian.
So the Bruins hanging in there, trailing by 1 here.
Gwynn back to serve. And it's going to go into the net. Back to serve will be Sahara B. There it is. Rockets one back across. And Brenneman, I tell you what, she's fun to watch.
You know, the great thing, I'm looking at this Bethany team, they're having fun.
Yeah, they're
They're smiling, they're having fun, they're working hard, they're playing with this Morgan Township team, trailing by 1 right now in first set.
It's just going to be out by Mariah Miller.
Just a little too amped up on that serve.
Madison Rickey back for the serve for Morgan Township. Gwynn will take it. Poked over by Kaufman. The set, and it's going to stay in on the kill by Rostovsky. And that's tip.
Yeah.
Kaufman able to get the kill. Yep.
Double hit. Yep.
Even on that double hit and that kill attempt, boy, Morgan Township was right on the net, sending it right back in at him. Gwynn having a tough time, does get that dig. It's set. And that's tipped. It's going to be a point for the Cherokees.
I want to welcome everybody in here to our morning coverage of the regional semifinal game number 2 between Morgan Township and Bethany Christian. And John Hines here with Steve Stricker for RTC TV4, and got some nice emails over the last couple of weeks. We've covered a couple Bethany Christian events. They were playing soccer regionals last week and in the volleyball regionals this week, and got a nice email from the athletic director up there, so appreciate that, and glad to be covering the game here this afternoon.
I've covered South Newton twice in the week with volleyball and then football last night, and people were coming up to me saying, we like that. We live an hour away. We want to, it's nice to watch it. So we got a timeout on Bethany Christian down 17-11. We'll be back after this on RTC TV4.
I'm Dale Campbell, and I believe the drug epidemic in Cass County must be met with education through drug awareness programs. My plan is to drive out drugs. I believe in reducing crime in our county through crime prevention initiatives, My heart is to improve communication with the citizens of our communities. I believe in finding the best policies, procedures, and programs for our jail operations to lessen the burden on Cass County taxpayers. And I believe the Sheriff's Office can operate and function without any tax increases. My goal is to use resources wisely to work within approved budgets. I'm Dale Campbell, and I believe in local leadership for our law enforcement. With your help, we can accomplish a better system for a safer future.
Paid for by the committee to elect Dale Campbell for sheriff.
Back here after the timeout from Bethany Christian, down 17-11. Got Morgan Township serving. Set across to Kaufman.
Oh,
she winds up and just gets it just out of bounds on that backside. So Ricky serving. That's not Ricky. That was number 9, Ashley Bolin. 19-11. Morgan Township starting to stretch this one out now. Kaufman with the dig. Again to Kaufman. She's going to have to punch it over. The set. Rostovsky able to put it down with the kill. (2011) Morgan Township to serve. Stet Rostovsky, good dig. They're going to call a lift, a point for Morgan Township. Set across to Kaufman, and she can't get it over the net.
Well, Morgan Township here kind of imposing their will, if you will, a little bit here late in this first set.
There's an ace.
Bethany Christian really did a great job of hanging with them, but Morgan Township now 23-11. We got a timeout.
That would take a timeout as well on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Community State Bank, a tradition of service since 1930, serving all of your banking needs with 4 convenient locations. Personal and business banking options available. Online at csbnetbank.com. HB Gutters and More is your local guttering expert. Keep the rain away and your gutters clear with new gutters and guards from HB Gutters and More. From soffits and fascia to downspouts and more, contact HB Gutters and More for your free estimate. Online at hbgutter.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here after the timeout, Bethany Christian down 23-11. Bolin serving for Morgan Township. Jess gets it over the net. Kaufman, the kill attempt. And they're going to pick up the point. So Jaden Kaufman to serve for the Lady Bruins. Wow, good job by by Morgan Township to get on the net, make that block. Rostovsky up there.
Set point here for the Cherokees.
And that's
out. Set number 1 goes to Morgan Township, 25-12. they're going to switch sides. We'll come back here for set number 2 in just a moment.
I'm Ed Schroeder, Republican candidate for Cass County Sheriff, and with the election just around the corner, I want to tell you why I'm the best qualified candidate for this position. A lifelong resident of Cass County, I received a degree from DePaul University. I've graduated from the Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command, and I'm with 1% of police officers nationwide who have graduated from the FBI National Academy. I have 31 years of law enforcement experience, and 25 of those years have been in supervision and leadership. I'm Ed Schroeder. Cass County is my home, and I ask for your vote on November 6th.
Show your Panther pride this year by supporting the Pioneer Athletic Boosters. Your contribution to the Boosters helps fund athletic awards, letter jackets, uniforms, equipment, and more. We are the small but mighty Pioneer Panthers. Keep Panther pride alive for years to come. Support the Pioneer Athletic Boosters. Send your contribution to Pioneer High School, attention Athletic Boosters, or call Christy Rance for more information. Go Panthers!
Back here at Culver Community High School, John R. Nelson Gymnasium for the regional action, second match of the day. Pioneer was able to pick up the first one 3-0 over the South Central Satellites. And this one right now 1-0 Morgan Township. And Bethany Christian really played well up until about the 10th point, and then Morgan Township started taking over. Morgan Township has a lot of size out there. I don't think they're as quick as a lot of teams, but they have a lot of size. They get to the net, and when they put down a kill, they put down a kill. I mean, it's ferocious out there.
Yeah, you got to give Bethany a lot of credit. Coming in here, they fought hard through the first part of that set, but Morgan Township just kind of imposed their will and closed that one out with authority and take a 1-0 lead here as we go into set number 2. So, you could look at this game when you came in, and Morgan Township, like you said, they're ranked in the top 10 in the state in Class A in volleyball, and Bethany knows that, and they're coming out here and they're fighting hard and see what they can do here. They only they can only take 1 point at a time. Let's see what happens here in set number 2.
It's not like Bethany Christian doesn't have some girls that can do their own thing. I'll tell you what, Brenneman impressed me coming off. I mean, she gets off the ground quick and she gets high. So getting ready to start the second set here. So back to serve will be number 8, Jaden Kaufman for the Bruins. And she drops an ace in right in front of Sahara B. Sahara B having trouble with that dig, and it'll be over free ball for Bethany Christian. There's a set to Kaufman. She winds up and sends it out of bounds. So a point for Morgan Township. Ashley Bolin serving. It's a back set. Kaufman able to get it over. Set for Rostovsky, and she gets it through the block.
That was good power right there, getting it through two Bethany Christian Bruins. Able to drop that kill down.
Bolin serving 2-1. And set for Rostovsky. Finds the line, picks up the point and the kill. drops in an ace right in front of Brenneman.
Found a gap in the Bruins defense right there and drops one down and gives the Cherokees the 4-1 lead here in set 2.
Brenneman gets that one.
Over.
And,
yep.
Across that center line. Another point for Morgan Township.
Bethany struggling with the service return. Their first pass is causing some issues. They're getting tight to the net on that set.
And that was just trouble all the way.
And that was
bad pass,
awkward.
Bad set. So we'll take a timeout here on RTC TV4, and we'll be back after this.
I'm Ed Schroeder, Republican candidate for Cass County Sheriff, and with the election just around the corner, I want to tell you why I'm the best qualified candidate for this position. A lifelong resident of Cass County, I received a degree from DePaul University. I've graduated from the Northwestern University School Police Staff and Command, and I'm with 1% of police officers nationwide who have graduated from the FBI National Academy. I have 31 years of law enforcement experience, and 25 of those years have been in supervision and leadership. I'm Ed Schroeder. Cass County is my home, and I ask for your vote on November 6th.
Back here on RTC TV4, Culver Community High School today. Regional action between Morgan Township and Bethany Christian. Morgan Township's got the 6-1 lead here in the second set. They were able to win the first set.
John, I want to give a big thanks again to the folks here at Culver, Brent Barrett and Mike Zahner, for their hospitality and letting us come in here and cover this. And great facilities here at Culver. Love John R. Nelson Gymnasium.
That time, Brenneman couldn't get it down. Boland's still serving. She's been serving the whole set. 7-1.
Ooh, over the line, no call.
Yep. Ouch.
That was a good dig, though.
Yeah.
Hard hit ball.
Rostovsky, a good job by Gwynn. And Kaufman will sneak it over the net. And set again for Rostovsky. Cross court to Kaufman. Kaufman tries to go back.
Got it in. What a play.
Yeah.
Finally able to break the Morgan Township serve. That was a hard-fought point for the Bruins.
Great job by Kaufman to seeing that back corner was open.
She used every bit of the court on that, too.
Yeah. That's going to be trouble. That's not going to make it over.
Yep.
So 8-2 Morgan Township. Back serving will be Cunningham. It's that power by Brenneman coming up. A good block. Good job by Bethany Christian. Number 5, Maddie Chupp. So you have a sergeant on the serve. Oh, they're going to say Bethany Christian was in the net. So a point for Morgan Township. Mia Reinhardt into the lineup for the Lady Bruins. And back serving will be Morgan Barrett. It's a tough pass. It'll be a free ball for Morgan Township. It's set by Bolin. And the short tip by B. That's how you do it.
Wow.
Brenneman.
I tell you what, the sophomore Sadie Brenneman has got some power.
Yeah, she does.
She's very impressive here in just the short time we've watched her.
Gwynn nearly drops in an ace. Great block, Brenneman. Let's see, Brenneman and let's see, who was that? Jaden Kaufman on that block.
I love the intensity, too, of those Bruins.
Just set. Good job to stay with it for Brenneman. Great, and Mariah Miller having trouble getting that over the net. Back to serve will be number 4 for the Cherokees, Grace Abbott. Floats that jump serve, and a good dig by Gwynn. Short set. Another great dig by Barrett.
Oh.
That time they found the hole.
Sahara B with the huge kill there for Morgan Township. Bruins doing everything they can to hang with this tough Morgan team, but right now they just have more weapons.
Yeah. Speaking of weapons. That's going to be out and a point for the Bruins.
You know, this is neat, John, because we're getting to see two teams that we don't, normally see on a day-to-day basis, and I really like watching these. Both of these teams have, some great power up front. Obviously, when you get into the regional round, you expect to have really good teams playing.
Yeah.
And we've seen that here in this match.
Well, was that B with that kill, or was that Rostovsky? Actually, it might not have been either. Madison Rickey might have got that kill. The set. Rocketed down by Brenneman. The back. It's going to slip over. That could be. Yep, they're going to call that. Looked like it was a double hit.
It went off of 2 Bruins, and then they set it.
So that's the third hit. And the fourth hit was the kill attempt.
Blocked down.
Yeah. Cunningham right on the net. Brenneman didn't have the right timing she needed. Kaufman. It's going to be a carry. A point for Bethany Christian. Sargent back in the lineup, and back to serve is Brenneman. Barrett with the dig.
Oh, she got under it.
Yep.
Oh.
Couldn't get it back over the net.
Good try there by Brenneman, able to get underneath that and keep it alive, but unfortunately Bruins couldn't get it over.
Madison Rickey back to serve. Short Sargent. That's going to be a point for the Lady Bruins. Killed by Sargent. Maddie Chupp into the lineup for the Bruins. Back serving is number 8, Jaden Kaufman. Nice dig there. Rostovsky. Set across to Kaufman. And it's going to be a point for Bethany Christian. They're just still working hard. Jaden Kaufman on the serve. Set for Rostovsky. And that'll find a home. onto the ground. A point and a kill for Rostovsky. Block attempt, and Bethany Christian staying right with it. They get it back over there, short. Again, Sargent, Kaufman. Tipped again. Gonna stay right with it. Brenneman over. Set. This time, Rostovsky finally gets it down, but not before Bethany Christian put up a good fight in that volley. They were all over the place.
Great dig there. Brenneman doing all of it.
There's a block. And that time, we're going to say that Bethany Christian was on the net. A point for Morgan Township.
You know, John, the one thing I'm looking down this Bethany Christian roster and dominated by sophomores.
Yeah.
So they've got a bright future in front of them here with the way they're playing and to make it this far.
It came into this tournament with a losing record, actually.
I'm kind of questioning how good of teams they had to play because they're playing very well. Even though they're trailing by 10, they're hanging with Morgan Township even more than the score would show.
So we'll take a timeout and be back here on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Morgan Township serving 19-9 here. Second set. Good dig by Barrett. Rostovsky. Brenneman on the dig. Kaufman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Off the back wall.
Wow. Anya Kaufman getting a little something on that ball. And she gets to go back and serve now. It's a good dig. Kaufman with the pass to Miller. Rostovsky. Another dig by Brenneman. That's going to be out, and a point for Bethany Christian. And Scott, I'll tell you what, Bethany Christian, to me, watching them, they move a little bit better than Morgan Township of getting to balls. They seem like they're a little bit quicker than Morgan Township. Morgan Township obviously has a height advantage, but Bethany Christian does a good job of moving and getting to balls and playing those digs. And that ball's going to be out.
Yeah, Jim, the one thing I noticed is that the communication, I don't know if you can hear it through the microphones or whatever, but if you're a young player out here and you're wondering how do I get good in any sport, just listen to this, the chatter that's going on back and forth between both teams.
Yeah. 21-11 now. Morgan Township's creeping towards that set point. And there it is, Brenneman finding the back corner, picking up that kill.
Let's see what the Bruins can do here. They're not going down without a fight. We've seen the fight in the Bruins all night long and all morning long, I guess.
Yeah.
Battling back here. Still have an opportunity in the set.
Barrett on the dig.
Oh. That was a play.
And that's a play, too.
Yes. What a volley right there. And Anya Kaufman for Bethany Christian with a great hit off of a errant pass in the back row. And then she catches one right in the kisser just about from the kill from Morgan.
Sahara B, man, she's got some power. And a call lift on point 4, Morgan Township.
Cherokee's trying to get the 2-0 advantage here. Set number 2. 2 points away right now.
Barrett on the serve. Miller sets, and again, another lift. So here's set point for the second set for Morgan Township. And again, they call it. So that'll be the second set going to Morgan Township up 2-0. We'll take a break and be back here on RTC TV4 for the third set.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Each year, RTC TV4 broadcasts hundreds of live local events happening right here in our communities. Become a sponsor and our audience is your audience. Logo sponsorships and commercial advertisements available. See for yourself online at rtc4.com. Vote Ed Schroeder for Cass County Sheriff. Ed is a lifelong Cass County resident and currently a major with the Indiana State Police. He is a trusted and proven leader who is committed to making our community better. Online at schroederforsheriff.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Carmichael Electric has been serving the commercial and residential electrical needs of North Central Indiana for over 10 years. From service upgrades, complete rewires, new construction, and more, Carmichael Electric guarantees 100% satisfaction. Online at carmichael-electric.com. Kessling Home Healthcare has all of the coolest new equipment like the So Clean CPAP sanitizer, the Upwalker stand-up rollator, new athletic bracing, and dual motor Golden Tech power recliners. Personalized service is their specialty. Online at kesslinghomehealthcare.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here at Culver Community High School, John R. Nelson Gymnasium for the regional. Morgan Township going up 2-0 in sets over Bethany Christian going into the third set. And Bethany Christian put up a pretty good fight there, but again, kind of like the first set. I mean, they moved around, they've got some talent, but Morgan Township is just a different animal. When it comes to getting sets and putting it up there by the net, you've got Rostovsky and Sahara B that I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find girls that hit it harder than those two.
Well, just looking down the roster here, John, you know, Morgan Township dominated by juniors and seniors. This Bethany team dominated by mainly sophomores.
Yeah.
So you got to give them a lot of credit for coming in here and hanging tough through the first 2 sets. Just not enough quite, you know, for the Lady Bruins to make it out of those 2 sets. And their backs are to the wall here with the 3rd set looming. So we'll see what they can do.
Morgan Township with the serve. It's a set off the block. Good job by Morgan Township to stay with that one. Set to Miller. Off the block, and that'll be a point for Bethany Christian. And I'll tell you what, Brenneman gets fired up when she puts one down.
I love it. I love seeing the girls having fun. I love seeing the energy that the Lady Bruins bring into the court.
It's a block. Good job, Brenneman. Short set. She just have to tap it over. Stosky.
Oh. Right off of her head. She came down so hard with that, with such a high angle that went off
Jaden Kaufman,
yeah, right off of her head. That was an angle. Outside of the antenna there on the attempt by Bethany.
That's Hannah Cunningham back serving for Morgan Township. Kaufman, there's that set. Kaufman, the time it's going to get blocked. It's going to put it back over. It'll be a free ball. The set. And that'll be out of bounds as Brenneman couldn't stay with it. 3-1 Morgan Township here in the 3rd set. Gwynn with the dig, but sends it over the net. A good attempt by Mariah Miller and Brenneman, but gets through the block, and that'll be a point. Miller, and that'll be a point for Bethany Christian. Miller will take that kill.
The winner of this match moves on to the championship match here at 8 p.m. Take on the Pioneer Panthers, who won 3-0 in their first round match.
That's the way to put it down right there. So Bethany Christian within 1 now, 4-3. Serving is Miller. Tough one to handle, a line drive serve. Jaden Kaufman. But when you get that high and you're that tall, you can find that back line pretty easy. You got so much, you know, you're over the top of the ball.
It really changes your angles.
It does. You know, I can see wherever I want. Kaufman to Kaufman. Set again. Sahara B, a good dig by Gwynn. Miller with the pass to Anya Kaufman. Miller back to Kaufman. Good volley going on here. There's a set for Anya Kaufman.
Oh.
And she just tipped
Got
the
into
net.
the net.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was a hard hit though. Coach Mass trying to keep the girls positive here for Bethany.
Short set. Sadie Brenneman, the sophomore, 5'8" outside hitter. Good dig by Barrett. Ricky. And it'll be a point for Morgan Township. Gracie Abbott comes into that lineup, and she'll be serving for Morgan Township.
So, John, I'm looking here, the other half of the bracket. And in the first semifinal game up at Clinton Central, Lafayette Catholic defeated Cowan 3-1. So they're going to move on to the championship match. They're waiting the winner of Covington and Blue River Valley. So the Clinton Central regional winner will move on to take on the regional winner here. They'll play next week either at Huntington North or Frankfort.
Yep.
With a chance to go to Muncie and a state championship on the line. And the Bruins getting into the net once again there.
Well, I'm guessing Covington and Lafayette Central Catholic will be matching up in that championship game more than likely. Obviously, Central Catholic moves on. Covington, a very, very good team. That's the only team that South Newton team had lost to all year, was to Covington. Kaufman will flip it over. Woohoo! That's how you do it right there. Number 12, Anya Kaufman. Off the chest of Cunningham. Bethany Christian has some girls that can really put it down.
Yeah, this is a very, like we talked, a very young team, and they're going to be exciting to watch here in the next couple seasons.
Look at that. Look, I mean, they're staying right with every ball touched. Sargent.
And they get that point, a well-earned point. John, the one thing that I'm seeing that Bethany is doing that's really hurting them the most, I think they're just setting it too tight to the net.
Yeah,
they're getting into the net because of that, and that's causing them some issues, but they are sticking with this.
That's
huge serve there. That's
B.
just a miracle for Morgan to get that across.
Sargent with that left hand. Oh, tough job, Maddie Chupp, and Sargent couldn't keep that one alive. Ricky back for the serve, Morgan Township. Chupp. And Kaufman, she's trying to jump over Mariah Miller or what, but it's going to be hard to handle. Set across to Mariah Miller. Mariah Miller able to slip it through the block and picks up the point.
Well, John, a local area team of interest playing in the LaVille Regional Round 1, North Judson advances with a 3-1 win over Andrean. So they're going to be playing tonight versus the winner of South Adams and Prairie Heights.
I tell you, Judson as a team, man, they've got some talent. They've got size. They're a good volleyball team. They always have been. They've always had really good volleyball up there at North Judson.
Well, that's a program that, the girls basketball, a lot of those girls, there as well playing volleyball. And I think, did they win the Hoosier North?
They did. They won.
They beat Pioneer?
Yeah, they went 6-0, and Pioneer came in second because that was the only team that beat them. Now, Judson, they play in 2A in volleyball, don't they?
Yeah, they are, yes.
So, if I remember, Pioneer didn't ever get beat by a 1A team this year. I was mistaking Judson as being a 1A team in volleyball, but they're a 2A, so technically they never did get beat in 1A.
Yeah, they play 1A in football, but I think everything else they're in the 2A division.
It's crazy because they were 3A at one time. And there's a kill by Brenneman. Sadie Brenneman continuing to keep Bethany Christian in this set. Gwen will be back serving. She'll float it across. This set by Bolin. And Rostovsky got up high enough, just hit it down right into the net. And Bethany Christian up 12-11 now. Back set. That's Cunningham, and that's going to be trouble. Zanya Kaufman went after it, went off the net. It'll be a point for Morgan Township. So they tie it up 12-12 now. That'll be a deep ball out. Server's there. So the Bruins will be back serving number 11, Mariah Miller.
Tipped.
Ball was tipped, and nope, they say it didn't get tipped, but boy, I tell you, that sure looked like a finger move.
Yeah, I would have said that thing was tipped, and Coach Mast from Bethany was kind of asking the same question there, but Morgan gets that point. We'll see if that comes back to haunt the Bruins.
Oh, that's a good shot by Anya Kaufman over there.
There is no quit in this Bruins team.
No, there's not. Oh, it's a tough pass there. Win. Sets again for Kaufman, and that'll take care of that.
That one was
Anya
tipped.
Kaufman.
Yeah.
A timeout, Morgan Township. We'll take one as well here at RTC TV4.
Show your Panther pride this year by supporting the Pioneer Athletic Boosters. Your contribution to the Boosters helps fund athletic awards, letter jackets, uniforms, equipment, and more. We are the small but mighty Pioneer Panthers. Keep Panther pride alive for years to come. Support the Pioneer Athletic Boosters. Send your contribution to Pioneer High School, attention Athletic Boosters, or call Christy Rance for more information. Go Panthers!
All right, welcome back here to John R. Nelson Gymnasium. Steve Stricker with John Hines. And John, this is an exciting match here. The Bruins down 2-0, but they're putting up a fight here, leading 15-13 in set number 3. And
oh, wow.
Look at the crowd over here. Bethany Christian, both sides on their feet. And it's a great atmosphere here.
Brenneman with that serve. Blocked back across by Bethany Christian. Win with the dig. Set by Jaden Kaufman, and just a little too much by Anya Kaufman. So Gracie Abbott to serve for Morgan Township. That ball was a tough set. It's going to be over, and a good job by Jaden Kaufman to get it back over the net, pick up the point. She'll be back on the service line. 16-14, Bethany Christian up. Set for Sargent. Sargent's going to find the floor. So these Lady Bruins keep fighting, and they're up 3 here.
Let's keep this thing going. I want to see the Bruins pick up a set here. Make this interesting.
Short set.
Down.
Hammered down. Chuck.
Wow. Bethany Christian's coming to life here. Not that they were asleep. You know, they've been playing very tough, but they're leading here in set 3, and the fans are showing their appreciation for the effort. That's trouble.
Yep. Point Bethany Christian.
Well, Morgan Township's in a spot here they haven't been in, down by 5.
Count another one. Look out.
You know, I've seen stranger things happen. This could be
we're
a
going to have another
point.
timeout in Morgan Township. We'll be back after this.
They want to stop the bleeding
Yes,
here
they
with
do.
a 6-point advantage for Bethany. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm Dale Campbell, and I believe the drug epidemic in Cass County must be met with education through drug awareness programs. My plan is to drive out drugs. I believe in reducing crime in our county through crime prevention initiatives. My heart is to improve communication with the citizens of our communities. I believe in finding the best policies, procedures, and programs for our jail operations to lessen the burden on Cass County taxpayers. And I believe the Sheriff's Office can operate and function without any tax increases. My goal is to use resources wisely to work within approved budgets. I'm Dale Campbell, and I believe in local leadership for our law enforcement. With your help, we can accomplish a better system for a safer future.
Paid for by the committee to elect Dale Campbell for sheriff.
Back here with Bethany Christian serving. And they've went on a roll here. They're up 20-14. Good job of Mariah Miller to get it off that block. Kaufman.
Oh.
And a great job by Morgan Township. Nobody was within 8 feet of that ball on that block, but boy, I tell you what, Anya Kaufman.
Yeah, all the Bruins had kind of sucked up over in the corner and nobody home there in that back edge, and Morgan took advantage of it.
See, that's one of those balls where you tip it over yourself. You don't mess with trying to set it. You're right on the net anyways.
Yeah, just redirect it over the net and then move on and reset yourselves.
It's obvious you got a lift or a carry, whatever they call it. Back here serving Sahara B. The back set, Kaufman. That's going to stay in.
Wow. How did that go down?
Well, it had a lot of downspin on it. And Anya Kaufman, impressive for the Lady Bruins. Set. Jaden Kaufman with the dig. Pass to Mariah Miller. And that's going to be out. Bethany Christian creeping up on a set point here in the third set. That one didn't get over the net. So the server's error, give the point back to Morgan Township. Ricky back for the serve. Pass to Miller. And they're going to give the point to Bethany Christian on the carry. 23-17, Sargent to serve. Good job, Miller, right there. Set for, and put it down.
Just like that, the Bruins with set point. I tell you what, they have all the momentum in the world right now,
Yes,
John.
they do. They really do. I think they've got Morgan Township kind of rattled. I don't think they're used to this, honestly. I can see why Bethany Christian was able to get through that sectional. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Ostowski with that kill. And then you got to look at and see what kind of schedule they played, you know, and see what, you know, if you're up out of Elkhart, what kind of teams you were playing. Some of the bigger schools, perhaps. That'll take care of it. Winning the third set on that kill by Sadie Brenneman. Bethany Christian taking the third set. So we're 2-1 here in the regional at Culver. We'll be back after this on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Carmichael Electric has been serving the commercial and residential electrical needs of north central Indiana for over 10 years. From service upgrades, complete rewires, new construction, and more, Carmichael Electric guarantees 100% satisfaction. Online at carmichael-electric.com. Kessling Home Healthcare has all of the coolest new equipment like the So Clean CPAP sanitizer, the Upwalker stand-up rollator, new athletic bracing, and dual motor Golden Tech power recliners. Personalized service is their specialty. Online at kesslinghomehealthcare.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
We're back here at Culver High School where Bethany Christian just took that third set over Morgan Township, and they looked tough.
Lady Bruins showing their resiliency here after going down 2-0. They fought hard through the first 2 sets, just unable to, they would get to the 10, 11 point range, and then Morgan would kind of pull away a little bit.
Yep.
And that third set there, Bethany Christian was able to keep going as they got into that, and they ended up with a, I think, 14-13 lead, and took it and never looked back after that and won that set. So we have some excitement here. The winner of this match is going to go on to face the Pioneer Lady Panthers, who won in 3 sets versus South Central in the morning match. And the winner tonight will be your regional champion here at Culver.
Sargent starts it off with an ace, untouched.
Let's see what the Morgan Township team can do. They're rattled a little bit. They lost that set, and they look like they're a little discombobulated. See if Bethany can take advantage of it here in set 4.
They've done their scouting. You hit it to Sahara B on that back line. She's not a great passer and doesn't dig the ball very well. Crunch time. Brennan, oh man.
You don't normally see a 6-footer playing back line. That's kind of odd in itself. Normally they kind of sub out as they rotate through, and they keep B in, and let's see if Bethany can keep going to her.
And Barrett with the dig. Set for Cunningham. Good job by Jaden Kaufman to get to that. Another kill by Sadie Brenneman. 3-0 Bethany Christian. Keeping the train rolling into the fourth set here. It's gonna, that's gonna be another point, another ace. Sargent, I think, is as surprised as anybody as she's picking up these aces. She's back there grinning from ear to ear.
Well, the Bruins picking up right where they left off in the third set here.
Floats it over. Barrett. Bolin set to Rostovsky, and there it is. Able to break it. Rostovsky said enough of that.
I love the atmosphere here, John. You can see the Bethany Christian fans. They're all on their feet over there, cheering on their Lady Bruins.
And that's just going to be out.
No tip on that.
Yep.
So Bruins here need to break the serve.
Bolin serving for Morgan Township. Well, a good hustle by Rostovsky. Set again. That'll find the floor.
You know what this does, John? This is going to give an advantage here to Pioneer, who, A, they're going to have longer to recoup in between matches. But you're going, extended sets here, if you will. So whoever pulls this one out, they're going to be a little tired and have a lot shorter of a recoup time in between. So we'll see if it ends up having an effect here in the evening game.
Well, another thing, I think a lot of people came in here expecting Morgan Township heavily favored in at least this match, but Bethany Christian showing that they're not walking away from it. Another big kill attempt by Brenneman. Oh, wow. Rostovsky will take it any way she can, and it just slips over the top of the net.
Bethany was setting up for that one to come across hard, and it hit the top and just kind of died.
A good attempt, but Brenneman's got her A game going here in this fourth set.
I tell you what, I'm not a volleyball expert by any means, but I'm very impressed with the play of the sophomore, Sadie Brenneman.
He's got a good future.
He's got a good present. She's very good.
That's true. Speaking of, here we go. That's ball's tip. A good hustle by Gwen, but couldn't get it back onto the court. But I'll tell you what, Bethany Christian never died on that play. It was tipped at the net on the Sahara B kill. Yeah. Well, when you short set and you got timing and you get up like that, lights out. Brenneman will be back serving. Oh, just couldn't get it over the net. A little service error. Point for Morgan Township. Abbott will be back for the serve for the Cherokees. That's a tough one to handle. A great job by Gwen. Kaufman to Barrett. Barrett setting the ball tip. A good dig. Sargent finds a hole.
How she was able to get that over and stay out of the net on that. That was an amazing play, and the Bruins are just continuing to amaze right now.
No, they're playing on momentum alone right now. They're just... So Jaden Kaufman back serving. That'll go into the net.
That's the one thing failing them here in this fourth set. Their serves are kind of falling apart. But they do have the lead, so if they can keep breaking the serve here of the Cherokees.
Set by Kaufman. Chupp stays with it off the block. Cunningham. Anya Kaufman sends it back. They're going to call a lift. Point for the Lady Bruins.
Well, they're able to break the serve of the Cherokees again. Let's see if they can get it done here from the service line. The senior Kaufman back.
Another lift called on Abbott. Kaufman drops in an ace. And Barrett just was dumbfounded. I mean, it just went right off her arm. A timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back here on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here, Culver High School, where Bethany Christian's up 11-7 here in the fourth set. You got Anya Kaufman back serving. Cunningham. Jaden Kaufman sets for Miller. Oh, and that goes through the block. Ricky able to get it through the block of Sargent and Chupp. So point for Morgan Township. And that ball was
tipped.
Yep.
The in judge there call it a tip, and tell you what, Bethany Christian is battling this Morgan Township team, leading 12-8 here, trailing 2-1 in set number 4.
Man.
That's the crux of the Lady Bruins here in the fourth set. The serves have kind of failed them a little bit. Everything else they're doing, though, is working well.
Yeah. Sargent started off serving well, and they haven't done so well since. That's a tough one to handle. Kaufman goes right into the net. Anya Kaufman.
So tried to overhand hit that. Might have been better serve just to send a free ball across and then regroup.
Bolin serving. This set. Barrett able to take the dig. Rostovsky. Good dig there by Anya Kaufman. That's going to be trouble. Oh, what a dig. Miller will just send it over for free. Again, another free ball. Cunningham, Miller able to get that one. Rostovsky, and boy, I tell you what, they are working out there. It's Bethany Christian.
Whoever gets this point.
And it's going to be Bethany Christian to get the point.
Wow, that was a hard-earned point right there.
Great job.
Bethany needed that. They needed to break the serve.
So Tremy Gwynn serving.
That low set there again, and the timing, that's just hard to combat right there. You got, the 6-footer coming down on that ball.
Reinhardt really couldn't do anything with that. Gwynn sets. Speaking of, can't do much with that one either. Sadie Brenneman picks up the kill.
Continuing to impress here in this one.
Back serving is Mariah Miller, the junior. Floats it over. Set by Bolin. A great block. Another block! Oh my goodness!
Look at the coach, she is excited.
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness, they're up 4 now here in set number 4, 15-11. And Big Mo is all over Bethany Christian. Momentum has definitely switched to the Bruins.
Well, that's going to be trouble, and it is. A bad timing. Rostovsky didn't time that right. Hung up in the air a little too long. Puts it right in the net, so another point for Bethany Christian. Miller back serving. Trying to find an opening over there, and almost did. Another block, another point. I'll tell you what, Brenneman and Sadie Kaufman up there on the net taking care of the big girls over there for Morgan Township. Miller floating it over. Gonna try again. And another mistimed kill attempt on Rostovsky. 18-11, Bethany Christian. Another block and another point.
Oh my gosh.
You believe this?
I do not believe this.
Timeout.
19-11, set number 4, and Bethany is rolling, trying to even things up.
We'll be back after this exciting match.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here where Bethany Christian has just kept it going from that 4th set, and they're keeping it rolling.
Well, the Bruins get into the net, so that's going to break their serve, but great serve there for Bethany Christian, 19-12. All the momentum right now with the Bruins.
Anya Kaufman with that dig. There's that set, and Sadie Brenneman knows exactly what to do with it.
I love the energy out of Brenneman. She has just completely taken over this game.
I don't know, they name MVPs because I'll tell you what, she
has done it all, serving, blocking, hitting.
Oh man, Sahara B had it lined up, but just hit it off the strip of the net in the top, and that's going to be another point for Bethany Christian.
Coach Bolin down here discussing things with the staff for Morgan Township, trying to find a way to stop the bleeding right now.
Ricky
gets that one down.
It. Ricky goes across court on the sideline and picks up the kill. Back serving Gracie Abbott for the Cherokees. There it is. I was waiting for somebody to do that. tip, Mariah Miller. Set across Kaufman off the block. Barrett. Ouch.
Finds the opening right there.
And Sahara B, that's what she wanted to do with that last kill attempt. That time she got high enough and took care of it. Good dig by Barrett. She'll work it back across on the free ball. Set across again. Kaufman.
Oh, did she hit it?
Touch?
Yes.
It did.
Tipped.
Yep.
Kaufman, that time, I mean, she hit that ball so hard. Didn't give the Morgan Township defender any time to even decide whether that was going to be in or out. It was just reactionary.
So Jaden Kaufman back to serve. Cunningham on the dig. Just out of bounds. Just out of bounds. And Sahara B lined it up, but it...
Bethany's 2 points away from tying this match.
Yeah. Oh, man.
John, we talked about it in the break during the commercial, and you go to fifth set here, I mean, it's anybody's game right now. You know, Bethany's really hot right now.
Good dig there by Brenneman. Nice dig by B. B will send it over for a free ball. It's a set by Jaden. And that's going to be out. It'll be a point for Morgan Township.
Good read there by Barrett.
Yeah.
Knowing that one was going to be out of bounds and getting out of the way.
Carly Lemons will come into the lineup for Morgan Township. Coming in for Abbott. Brenneman able to get the dig. It's going to go back across the Chup. Hits it out of bounds. A point for Morgan Township. Well, if you're Bethany Christian, you just got to keep playing tough, and you can't lose that momentum you've had this whole whole set.
Oh, gets that one over.
It spun on top of the net there and then fell over.
Got a favorable bounce for the senior Kaufman.
24-17 here. This is set point.
Yeah.
Good dig. Miller.
Oh, got it in.
Found it. She found it.
Oh my goodness. We're tied up here, 2 sets apiece.
Oh my.
Bethany takes set 4, 25-17. We're gonna have a race to 15 here as we go into set number 5.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
So back here on RTC TV4, and folks, we've had an exciting second match here between Bethany Christian and Morgan Township. We're tied 2-2 in sets, and Bethany Christian just came out that fourth set and just on fire.
Yeah, they picked up the big set 3 victory, 25-18, after Morgan had went up 2-0. And then they just came out and handled Morgan Township in set number 4, 25-17. And this is going to be tricky. This is going to be a race here. You know, first 1 to 15, you know, is going to win this and get a chance at a championship here tonight. And I tell you what, like I said, midway through that fourth set, you know, momentum has shifted all over on Bethany Christian's side right now. So, you know, it's going to be exciting, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We appreciate all the fine folks here at Culver Community, and Brent Barrett and Mike Zahner for their hospitality. And I'll tell you what, John, the atmosphere here is great. You can see the Bethany Christian fans, they're into it.
They are pumped up. They're ready for this fifth and final.
And
that dude over there, man, he's a dancing fool. He's been into it the whole match.
I love it. I love the atmosphere here, and there's nothing better than set 5 action in volleyball. The tension, the stress, everything, and you got to give your hat, you know, take your hat off to the Bethany Christian and their sophomore frontline player, Sadie Brenneman, has just changed the whole feel of this match.
Yeah. I mean, her energy after a kill, and I mean, she's made a lot of big digs over here. I mean, off of kill attempts by Morgan Township and Sahara B and Rostovsky over there. I mean, she's done a great job.
All right, here we go. Bethany Christian's going to start us off.
I don't care who wins this, but man, Pioneer's got their hands full.
It's been an exciting match, and the one advantage that Pioneer would have is just the fact that this has been such a tough match. So whoever wins might be a little tired, but they're going to earn this one.
Rostovsky, that's going to be out.
No tip.
Nope. So Bethany Christian picks up the first point of this fifth set.
Set 5.1 is huge, and Bethany's able to get it.
Sargent floats that one over. That's going to be trouble. Point, Bethany Christian.
John, Morgan Township is rattled.
Yeah, they're not moving very well.
They don't look like the team that won the first 2 sets.
No.
They don't.
Sargent started off that fourth set with some good serves, dropping in a couple aces. That's good. Rostovsky able to handle that kill, put it down 2-1 now, Morgan Township. Reinhardt in that lineup for right in front of, as I say her name, it drops right in front of her on that ace.
That was just a placement shot right there. I mean, there was a big gap, and she found it.
Yeah. Bolin serving. Goes right to Reinhardt again on the dig.
Right down the free throw lane right there for Brenneman. So gets the serve right back for the Bruins.
Trammy Gwynn back to serve. Rostovsky.
Tipped.
That was tipped.
Yep.
So back and forth, 3-3 here, fifth set.
Well, I can see Coach Nyes up there from the Pioneer Panthers and a few of the girls. Wonder what's going through his mind right now as he's watching this match.
I'm kind of surprised they stayed. I thought they were going to take off, but so Morgan Township now 4-3. Short set, Kaufman.
Gets it down.
And Brenneman takes care of it.
I was just going to say, let's see what happens here with Bethany Christian, falling behind, and they quickly respond, get the point back.
Miller back to junior to serve for the Bruins. Cunningham on the dig. Here's a set. And that's going to stay. Oh, wow. Set across, Kaufman.
Wow.
Oh, that's going to be a point for Bethany Christian.
Kaufman and Brenneman for Bethany Christian are just hitting the snot out of the ball.
They are. When you have a dig attempt that goes 30 feet in the air, you know you hit it hard.
That was, yeah, because that ball, that hit the top of the net. That was not blocked by Bethany.
Nope. So 6-4, Lady Bruins.
I think Morgan Township thought that had been blocked.
Cunningham dig. Sahara
Tipped.
B, and that's tipped, and that'll be a point for Morgan Township.
$15 may not be enough here, the way they're battling back and forth.
Yeah.
Got to win by 2.
So Barrett to serve. Gwynn takes it, set across.
In.
Nice job, nice block by B.
6-6. First one to 10 here is going to have a big advantage, John.
Yeah. There it is. Brenneman with that kill puts him up by 1. Sargent back in the lineup. Brenneman serving. Ricky on the kill attempt. It's a set for Kaufman, Anya Kaufman. Mariah Miller. Kaufman sends it back over, short set. B puts it down. So Abbott will be back for the serve for Morgan Township. Set across Kaufman.
You know what?
Speechless, man.
I have no skin in this game, so to speak. You know, I don't have a rooting interest on either team, but this has just been a great match. Both teams just battling back and forth. You almost don't want to see it end.
Yeah. Barrett will send it across. That's going to be trouble. And B gets up high and just blocks it back down. So 8-8. B serving. Oh, a good dig by Kaufman into the net. So 9-8 Morgan Township. Timeout Bethany Christian. We'll be back after this on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Community State Bank, a tradition of service since 1930, serving all of your banking needs with 4 convenient locations. Personal and business banking options available. Online at csbnetbank.com. HB Gutters and More is your local guttering expert. Keep the rain away and your gutters clear with new gutters and guards from HB Gutters and More. From soffits and fascia to downspouts and more, contact HB Gutters and More for your free estimate. Online at hbgutter.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Nine to 8. Morgan Township up here at the fifth final set here. Tough one for Anya Kaufman to handle. Chupp sends it over the set across, and they're going to call a lift.
Well, back and forth we go. I said the first one to 10 is going to have the advantage, and I don't know that it really matters at this point. They might both go to 10 at the same time, the way we've been going.
Anya Kaufman serving. Set across. Cunningham on the Kill attempt. Sargent just didn't quite get under the ball enough to get it over the net.
Coach Mass trying to keep the girls up and going over there on the Bethany Christian side.
Ricky, and it's just on the line.
That's a big one there.
That
for
is
Morgan.
huge.
Yeah.
Now you got a 2-point advantage serving. So this will test Morgan Township now. Ricky on the serve. Miller. Oh, a little bit trouble there. That's going to be 4 hits.
Well, Bethany Christian had to get that one right there.
Yes, they did.
They go down 3 with 12 points for Morgan. They're in big, big trouble.
Now you got Sargent. Eva Sargent back here to serve, and he's done a pretty good job. There's a little jump, serve. Barrett, dig. Rostovsky off the block. Good hustle by Kaufman. Sargent will get it back over and out.
Darn it.
Boy, it's a good effort by Bethany Christian, though. By Anya Kaufman to get back there in that corner and go get the ball.
Two-point lead now for Morgan Township with the serve. Good.
There it is.
Brenneman from the near side finds the far corner. Bethany's not going away quietly here. See if they can tie this up.
Gwynn with a good serve. Yep. So now we're tied up 12-12. Oh my goodness.
We got a timeout on the floor, tied at 12, and let's just keep it here this time, John, and talk a little bit about, so we got a championship match. The winner, if we get a winner here, this has been an exciting match, but the winner will take on Pioneer tonight at 8 here from Culver Community High School. And so our football sectional coverage kicked off with first round action last night, and Pioneer picked up a big win. Also had Winnemac with a big win. Tippy Valley won, Rochester won. So we're going to have some second round action. Pioneer's going to be over at Carroll. Winnemac will be home versus Triton. Rochester is going to be taking on Eastbrook from Rochester. And North Miami is going to be hosting McConaughey next week in semifinal round action.
I tell you what, the game that kind of intrigues me is McConaughey, Tippy Valley, actually. That should be a good one. Nearly an ace on Gwynn's part. She'll get the dig, set by Jaden Kaufman. That's going to be trouble. Rostovsky on the block. Gwynn keeps it going. Miller. Set across. Rostovsky out. And 13-12, Bethany Christian.
Ooh, Nelly, here we go. John's standing up now.
I'm standing up, I got to stretch anyways. Good dig by Anya Kaufman, the set. That was blocked. Jaden Kaufman.
Ooh. Brenneman gets that one over. That was kind of iffy right there. Looked like she caught it and threw it. Yeah. But she got it, and all of a sudden we have match point for Bethany Christian. This place is going to erupt, John. They get this point.
Miller out. It's it out. Oh, wow.
Still, though, Bruins with a big advantage here, 14-13. You got the junior Cunningham back there to serve. That's a lot of pressure.
Dig.
Tipped.
Set across. Sahara B.
Would you want it any other way? Morgan Township battles back, ties it up at 14. Wow, this has been a match. What a game here between Morgan Township and Bethany. So, yeah, John, you talked a little bit about that McConaughey matchup over at Tippy Valley, and I got to do several Tippy Valley games this year.
Yeah.
They've got a running back, Cam Parker. He's a senior, and he did it again last night. He had 201 yards rushing. He's had 2 200-yard rushing games. One of the games I was at, he had 170 yards.
Wow.
He was out for one game. He got knocked out in the Rochester matchup with a concussion, and just came back and had 200 last night in a matchup down at Peru. So, they gave Southwood everything they wanted in that in that TRC crossover first place game, and that would be an interesting match there, game there against.
McConaughey runs that phone booth offense. Back here with some action.
Yes.
Point. Bethany Christian.
So.
And why not Sadie Brenneman?
Set point again here for the Bruins.
This time it'll be Mariah Miller back for serving.
I told you 15 wasn't going to get it done.
It's not going to. Floats that over. Take by Cunningham, a set.
Oh, just miscommunication.
Yeah, really. I mean.
That's the first mistake that Bethany's made in this set.
And both of them could have got to that, I think. So the libero, Barrett serving. Short set. Hello, she finds that corner again off of Cunningham. Can't get to it. Brenneman's working that back corner the last 2 times on her kills. And then you've got Brenneman back here serving.
Match point again here for the Bruins.
Set, Kaufman. That's a block! Bethany Christian
my goodness! They come back from 2 sets down and win 17-15 in the 5th set, and they're going to be moving on. What a game. What a game. Holy cow.
I'll tell you what, that was fun. That was a lot of excitement. And we saw 2, I mean, look on paper, you say, okay, Morgan Township's got this one hands down, but Bethany Christian never gave up and just kept fighting. Wow.
Not only on paper, but you look after the first 2 sets, it's done.
Yeah.
Morgan Township dominated set 1, dominated set 2, and, you would write off Bethany Christian. They're done.
Yeah.
They're over, and my goodness gracious, what a comeback, what a victory, winning in 5th set, 17-15. And congratulations to the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins and, Coach Lois Mast. I tell you what, this kind of harkens back to me to the regional in 2016 for girls basketball, where Marquette Catholic was coming in as a huge favorite, and North White comes in, knocks them off in the morning game. This is every bit as big of an upset as that. Not only that, they were down 2 sets to nothing.
2 sets, and I'll tell you what, you look out there, and I mean, all the fans, they're excited, but they still got work to do, man. They've got work tonight at 8 o'clock to play the Lady Panthers, and Lady Panthers better be ready, and better be ready, because you better have somebody up on that net ready to block and ready to dig at Sadie Brenneman and Anya Kaufman, because they are a force.
Yes.
They are a force for Bethany Christian.
Brenneman came to life, and she just dominated the match. She just completely turned the match around. And then with the senior Anya Kaufman coming in, and it just unbelievable match. And I tell you what, I wonder if Coach Mast wants to come up here. I would love to get an interview with her. Looks like they're
see where she's at.
Right here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can go talk to her for a minute. Just keep rambling here. Maybe run a commercial.
Yeah, I'll run a quick commercial, and we'll be back and hopefully have Coach Mast of the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins, who picked up that win over probably a heavily favored Morgan Township Cherokee team, a ranked Morgan Township team, and Bethany Christian was coming into this 8-11. So it's a huge, huge upset, I would think. So we'll take a quick break and be back after this here on RTC4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
This way? Okay.
All right, welcome back here to Culver Community High School, John R. Nelson Gymnasium, and I'm joined up here by Coach Mast from the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins, and I'm a little out of breath.
I am too.
Wow, what a match, what a set. Talk a little bit about, where you guys were after the second set, going down, not really able to get things put together. What'd you tell the girls?
Well, we knew going into the first set, we didn't know quite enough about this team. We were like, okay, we just need to figure out some things about the team. So the first set, I wasn't like terribly rattled. Second set, I thought we're gonna be disappointed if we don't play better than this. But we talked about hitting to their right side of the court. Their libero is very strong, so we were trying to avoid her as much as we could. We set up some good blocks, which really took the momentum. It's a game of momentum, and we had it in the third set, and it just really was awesome.
So you pick up that third set, and then you're like, okay, you could feel the momentum shifting. Then you go out into the fourth set, and you get that one. And John and I were talking, and you're going out there, and it's like, man, this is just, we don't really have a rooting interest in either one of these teams, and it's like this is an amazing match.
Yeah.
And you come out in the set, fifth set, and back and forth. You've got match point, they kill it. You got match point, they kill it.
Yeah.
What a game.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Let me ask you, okay, Sadie Brenneman, is she that good all the time?
She's so good, and she just keeps getting better and better. Like, she's improved a lot over the season, and we knew she would be a go-to person, but yeah, she just keeps getting better and better. Defensively and offensively, she
was doing everything, but it wasn't her by herself. Anya Kaufman,
right?
Had huge match.
Yeah.
I know some of these names because I've covered girls basketball for years over at Argus, and so some of these names are very familiar to me. Kaufman, she plays basketball, and it's kind of neat, seeing them on a different floor, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Brenneman is one. I don't think, does she play basketball?
She does.
She
plays basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. We have
I don't
a
remember
lot
the
of overlap. We don't have very many girls that don't play basketball as well. So.
Well, I tell you what,
I feel like we had a rough season in a way. We went a lot of 4 and 5 set matches, and I think it played to our favor today. We're used to being in that position. And
right.
I think that helped us. They're fighters.
Yes. I tell you what,
stop.
Definitely, and coming back from 2 sets down to win, I mean, that's an amazing set. And so now you got to turn around, and come back and play tonight. But, hey, you're in it, right? You got the opportunity. And
so much fun.
Yeah.
We're just having a blast. We're having so much fun.
Well, and we had a lot of fun here. And I'm glad, I don't want to take you away from your celebration. You guys go down there and celebrate. But thanks for coming up and talking to us for a minute. And we're looking forward to tonight's match.
Thank you. We are, too. Thanks a lot.
Coach Lois Mass, the head coach of the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins. And they win in 5 sets over Morgan Township. And John, I tell you what, that was amazing. You know, coming back from 2 sets down and pulling that thing out. What a matchup tonight here with Bethany Christian and a Pioneer. I mean, that's going to be another good match tonight.
I'll tell you, yeah, you know, Pioneer, they're going to have their hands full if Bethany Christian decides to play like they did.
Yeah.
You know, the last 3 sets there. I mean, they're going to have their hands full. And, you know, Coach Mass said, you know, Sadie Brenneman is getting better and better every game and just keeps continuing. I mean, the ceiling's so high for that young lady as a sophomore. It's crazy. But, you know, it wasn't just her. I mean, you got to give credit to their main setter, Jaden Kaufman. I mean, she made some nice sets for Anya Kaufman and Brenneman to put down. And they did a good job of finding openings and working the weaknesses of Morgan Township. You noticed in the rotation how they had Sahara B in that back line, and you could tell that she wasn't real comfortable when the ball came to her off of trying to dig or trying to make a pass or something. You know, her bread and butter is on that front line pounding the ball and blocking, and you could tell. So you work that back line a little bit, and they did a good job of either scouting or seeing that and trying to go right at her on a lot of those serves, and it paid off for them tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah, seems like it should be night, but
Yes.
so that's going to set up a great matchup here tonight. The Pioneer Panthers going to be facing the Bethany Christian Bruins, and the winner is going to be moving on to semi-state action next week. And so we'll come back here just a little before 8 o'clock and get that match started for you. And I'm looking forward to it. Should be an exciting match.
Are you going to stay awake and come here and help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'll make an exception. You know, my normal bedtime of 8 o'clock. Yeah, I can go home and take a nap, and we'll find a way. I'll drink some extra coffee or something, try to stay awake. But if it's a match like this, it's going to keep me awake no matter what. I mean, what an exciting match! What a great morning of volleyball here from Culver Community High School. And thanks again to all the fine folks, you know, Principal Brent Barrett and Athletic Director, you know, Mike Zahner, also head football coach, also Dean of Students. I think he mows the yard and drives bus sometimes too. So thanks to everybody here at Culver Community. Thanks, John, for coming up and getting everything set up for us. And I'm excited for tonight's matchup. Ought to be a great one.
It's going to be fun, and we're probably going to be screaming on the mic a little bit.
Well, we hope you join us back again here this evening. All of the fans, and if you watched this morning's and you have, you know, you want to go back and watch it, as soon as we finish up, it'll go back into the archives. You can watch it on rtc4.com. So thanks to everybody for tuning in to our coverage of volleyball here in semifinal matches here on RTC TV4. I'm going to say good afternoon here for John Hines, Steve Stricker, Scott Sager back at Control Center. We'll see you here tonight where the Lady Bruins and Lady Panthers going for a regional championship from Culver Community High School. You've been watching RTC TV4. Good afternoon. Thank you.